Ganga and Saga have gone to get Krishna.
Yes.
Niranjan is in critical condition. We cannot wait any longer. They should come immediately.
Why won't you do the test? Tell me, Kashish, why won't you do it?
Because I'm not pregnant, Ganga. I cannot allow a liar like you to live in my house. Get out of here right now.
The Chaturvedis will never be able to guess who is behind all of this. And hats off to you, Yash.
Yash? Get in the car, then our driver is going to take you straight to your daughter.
Ganga.
Brought to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
so much for joining us for CVM News at noon for Tuesday, June 17, 2025. I'm Curlin Brown. A deadly supermarket robbery in Montego Bay, St. James left one man dead, millions of dollars stolen, and the police hunting a familiar suspect. Shortly after 6 p.m. on Monday, a man posing as a customer reportedly walked into the Chenhai Limited supermarket on Barnett Street. The masked man took an item from a refrigerator and while pretending to be waiting in line, he pulled a firearm and opened fire, shooting the security guard in the head and the abdomen. Now, the victim was later identified as 37-year-old Gary Hamilton of Albion, St. James. CVM News understands Hamilton was a suspended member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, who was attached to the Barnett Street police station. Police sources say the gunman, who is a person of interest, is no stranger to law enforcement. In fact, the suspect is said to have been recently involved in another robbery in downtown Montego Bay. Sources also say since the suspect's recent release from custody, he has been a growing concern to the police. Meanwhile, there's a major drop in murders in Clarendon of 50% when compared to this time last year. The police, who are welcoming the progress, say it's not a solo effort. Akeem Oret has more.
Clarendon, a parish once labelled as a hotspot for violent crime, is now seeing one of the sharpest reductions in murders across the island. Between January 1 and June 14 this year, 17 murders were recorded compared to 34 for the same period last year. Assistant Superintendent of Police, Adrian Fleming, says the relentless efforts of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, have contributed to this steady decline.
Clarendon had not seen that number in over 12 years. And based on our current trajectory, we are seeing where we are poised to achieve even greater things. So what we are doing, we are sustaining the effort, because clearly what we are doing from the numbers appears to be working. I don't know if you agree with me when you look at the numbers. I may say it not appears, it is working. So that's what we are doing. We are sustaining the effort. We are meeting with our community members. We are giving them tips on how to keep themselves safe, and we are also going hard at the criminal elements.
He says the JCF has implemented an initiative through the Community and Security Branch to assist with individuals sharing information.
We have an initiative from the police standpoint where every month each police station is charged to go into the community, meet with the citizens, because we recognize that it may not always be a case where the citizen will be willing sometimes to come into a police station and share that, you know, we are having this particular issue or we are having that issue. So we leave the station, we go in the community before something even happens. It's called preventative work. We don't always want to go and investigate, sometimes we want to go and we prevent.
But even with the gains, ASP Fleming says the fight is far from over. He warns that crime is not only a police issue.
From our standpoint as the police officers, we are doing what we can. However, it is not a police alone issue, it's an everybody issue. We all have a part to play in securing the future of our parish and by extension Jamaica.
Last month, Maypen recorded 0 murders, a number not seen in the last 5 years. And while the numbers are down, the authorities are urging the public to remain vigilant and continue to work with law enforcement. Akeem Art, CVM News.
PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell has issued a strong condemnation against Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his Jamaica Labour Party, the JLP government, alleging a concerning shift towards authoritarianism in their recent actions. Campbell's primary concern revolves around statements made by JLP officials, particularly the framing of the opposition. He cites a declaration by a deputy leader that the party would never surrender Jamaica, interpreting this as a signal of intent for permanent rule rather than democratic governance. Campbell criticized Prime Minister Holness's assertion that the JLP doesn't need the opposition for accountability. This statement, Campbell argues, directly challenges the constitutional role of Parliament and the fundamental principle of checks and balances. He characterizes this stance as characteristic of leaders who believe their mandate absolves them of scrutiny, a hallmark of authoritarianism. We will have more in CVM News at 7. Member of Parliament candidate for St Andrew East Central and chairman for Jack Dem Farmer and Medical Services, Dennis Gordon, has announced his plan to deliver affordable health care to his constituents. He promises to support the Cuban doctors as he prepares to equip the facility with Cuban doctors who are trained to provide specialist services like cardiology and oncology. He was speaking at the recent People's National Party St Andrew East Rural Constituency Conference.
The pharmacy is open and ready for business. Comrades, bring your prescription, right? I am putting 60% of the cost of your prescription and ask you to pay 40%. I go a little further. If I know that you cannot afford the 40%, you will not walk away without your prescription. I stand with the Cubans because they have always stood with us. And so, whatever geopolitical challenge there is, I'm saying tonight publicly that whatever it costs, I am going to keep them here.
The Hanover Bay Fire Station in St Mary has officially reopened to serve the parish. It underwent extensive renovation and is now at full operational capacity. Here's more from Kevin Black.
It is with a deep sense of pride that I stand here today to celebrate the official opening of the Hanover Bay Fire Station.
In 1948, St. Mary became the 6th parish in Jamaica provided with a fire station, which was upgraded decades later to 2 in 2023. However, the physical building of the Hanover Bay Fire Station in particular, while serviceable to the public, was reportedly in dire need of repair. According to Minister of Local Government Desmond McKenzie, over $108 million was allocated towards the renovation and reopening of the station.
Giving new facilities in terms of dormitories, gymnasium, dining room, recreation room, and giving the men and women who is going to occupy this building a place that they can rest comfortable, relax, and perform the task at hand in keeping their parish safe.
Minister McKenzie says he has identified gaps within the firefighting apparatus. He explained that beyond St. Mary, a number of fire stations island-wide will receive assistance from the government.
And so the country can rest assured that the government of Dr. Andrew Holness has a vested interest in ensuring that our fire service is well taken care of.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for St. Mary's Southeastern, Dr. Norman Dunn, highlighted the fire station is just one project among many recent developments happening in the Hanover Bay area.
And this is just one of the many upgrades we have achieved across this town in the last 7 years. Since assuming office, I have committed to closing the infrastructure gap, and today we stand on the other side of that promise. The town has been transformed.
Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music hits I play, and the people them I say we are my show tonight. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights
on. Come and tell me what is bothering you, Krishna. Come on.
If Mummy wins tomorrow's competition, then she will leave and take me away.
I won't allow that.
So the court gives the order that from today, Krishna's legal guardian will be her father, Mr. Sagar Chaturvedi.
I don't want to hear Ganga's name again as long as I live.
Ganga.
Brought to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
Welcome back. Did you know that the first Kentucky Fried Chicken location was on Old Hope Road in Kingston on June 18, 1975? Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, has now expanded to 41 restaurants island-wide, delivering its world-famous fried chicken to Jamaica. And this year, it's celebrating 50 years of existence. The brand is therefore rolling out a myriad of celebratory events and marketing activations. According to marketing manager at Restaurants of Jamaica, Andre Roper, the brand's Big Deal marketing campaign in particular is generating a buzz across the island. He was a guest on CVM Sunrise.
So we're more than just a fast food brand. We're a brand which resonates with Jamaican people. We're a brand which is always right in the middle of everyone's favorite memories, creating all those special moments. So tomorrow, Wednesday, June 18th, all KFCs island-wide, if you purchase a Big Deal, which is our 3-piece combo, you get a free meal deal, which is our 2-piece combo. So buy a Big Deal, get a free meal deal, all 41 KFC restaurants island-wide while stocks last.
Plans are afoot to establish a small urban centre in Hopewell, Hanover, and construct a bypass for the town. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the update as he addressed JLP workers in Hanover Eastern on the weekend.
Congestion has long dogged the people of Hopewell, a small town in Hanover that's always abuzz. Its restriction is tied to it being a one-road town, a problem that the Prime Minister told locals he's moving to have rectified in short order.
I know that you have other challenges here,
I know that the traffic is a problem. And therefore, we are going to build a bypass around Hopewell. We have looked at the alignment, and we are satisfied that we have a good alignment.
With resounding applause and fervor at his announcement, he told supporters at the Bethel Primary School in Eastern Hanover on Sunday there's more development planned for the parish.
But not only are we going to build a bypass, the existing road, we're going to do some work on it to widen it and give it a slight realignment. And we're going to put a small urban center in Hopewell, because right around Hopewell, you have a pretty decent population.
We want to go to our international store, or should we? Let's take a quick break.
The time is brought to you by Ford Territory.
Are you ready for something mega? Mega Mart's giving away a brand new 2025 Hyundai Tucson. Second prize, a mega shopping spree. Third prize, 30,000 monthly shopping spree. Okay, break it down for them.
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Fill out the entry form on your receipt. Drop it in the box. That's it.
Authorized under Section 53.
Welcome back. We can now go to our international news. The US and the UK have signed a tariff deal which will see lower charges for certain products for both countries. Speaking at the G7 summit in Canada, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the move a very important day for both sides. Let's get more from the BBC News.
Speaking at the G7 summit in Alberta, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer called the move a very important day for both sides. It comes after weeks of talks to implement parts of the pact, which the UK government hopes will shield British businesses from the impact of Donald Trump's tariffs.
But you see the level of enthusiasm is very good, but the relationship that we have is fantastic. So I just want to congratulate you.
For Donald, thank you very much. This now implements on car tariffs and aerospace, our really important agreement. And so this is a very good day for both of our countries, a real sign of strength. So thank you again, Donald. A really important day for both of us.
Great people, great people.
Great deal, great people, important moment. They're both bigging this up. But what do others think of this deal? Well, I talked to Kyle Handley, who's a professor of economics at the University of California, San Diego, and he's not so convinced.
I'm not as excited about the deal as they are.
Tell me why.
So this is not much of a deal. I think from either the U.S. or the United Kingdom perspective, Donald Trump raised tariffs quite a bit on UK imports, and then got the UK to reduce some barriers on some of its own products. But most of those higher tariffs are still in place. And now we are basically rationing how many cars can be exported and imported from the UK. And I don't think that's going to work out very well for either side. I mean, it's just going to mean cars are more expensive, and we're telling people how much they're allowed to sell.
It is a coup for the UK government. We are first out the traps. We're the first one to have a deal, so that is great, and it's great for the automotive sector and also the aerospace sector. What was not included in the deal is worth also pointing out. I think you alluded to it earlier. They haven't managed to reach an agreement on steel yet because there are some supply chain technicalities there.
Do stay with us. We'll continue with sports after this.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.